This is Beck1099, back with another gameplay video. So when you're in the random rec, one of the worst things you can see is what I just see right now. I have an AI on me. Typically, the AI is like a sign of doom because you're not going to be able to get open because the game developers don't really want to program quality AI. They just turn down your attributes and let them predict everywhere you're going to go. That's the level of creativity they want to put into the game. So I start the ball off. I kick it to my teammates, whoever these guys are. This is random rec. I'm right there. I shoot it. I get it in. I guess the center from the other team quit. And that's also one of the worst things that can happen in random rec. You come in there with this stupid motherfucker with long ass arms and don't want to shoot threes. And then his ghost is going to do that for the rest of the game. And you really don't have to guard him. Some people make catfish builds, but I'm not ever worried about a center that has a 78 3 or a 77 or whatever the hell they're doing, whether or not they're rhythm shooting or not. I don't like rhythm shooting this year. I shoot exclusively with the button on high risk, and to me that's a sign of either it's a sign of lunacy, or for me I think it's like a badge of honor, sort of speak, as much as there can be in a game that I play for free. So right now you see me in the center on my team. We have AIs guarding us. The way the game loaded in, they put the AI in the vantage point to score and make me be a little confused. And he gets that bucket off to bring the score back closer than it should be. And I think that's the slingshot effect. So I make the right pass. We get the bucket. Whenever I have an AI, I try to linger around for a few minutes just to see how the game's going to shake out. And from the very beginning, we were in a good flow for randoms for sure. Like, they're going to make some mistakes, but for the most part, they were pretty decent in playing team ball. As I kind of was AFK right there. I didn't know what I was doing, but so I'm back now. I turn the ball in. He gets the bucket. I hate PGs like this other one on the other team, just like spamming dribble moves. It's like, you don't need to do any of that to score. I'm not sure if it's this game, but there was a guy on my team today, and he would do step backs before he shot, and it's like, bro, you were already open. Like, dribbling into a shot is dumb in a video game where you can catch and shoot. It's not real life. You just gotta press a button. So the other team is catching up. That was a good take by my center. Again, as I mentioned before in my other videos, I don't play with the sound on, so I don't know what they're talking about. I never hear my teammates say cut. I don't play zone. Whenever you're on the court with me, we're playing man, for better or worse. Like that right there. What the hell was that? He was already open when he first caught the ball. He dribbled into traffic to do an even more difficult shot. It's a bad rotation. And AI wanted them to get the score close anyway, so they let him make it 3. So they get that put back there. So I catch the ball in the corner. AI is on me tough. I kind of wanted to pass to the corner, but 2K overrode it just so we couldn't get the bucket. I have my passing settings to be the target of where I point the stick. 2K ignores that all the time, especially when it's trying to keep the game close, and it's always doing that. Two K says no. Keep in mind, I'm going to make similar shots to that the rest of the game, but just the algorithm, the RNG, and then the game trying to get you to embarrass you, and then try to get your teammates to doubt you for sure. Again, you see that other teams, the user created player, his ghost, his AI is terrible. Can't shoot, can't space the floor. Matter of fact, I've said this before. You can look at every game that you ever fucking lose in this game, and if you go zero in on one stat, how many threes does a center have? If you have zero in that column, big fucking reason why the team lost. Even in a game where a power forward or a center goes for 32, if it's 32 without a three or with 1 3 or anything like that, in a scenario where I have a good team, that team's going to lose, because that's like, just to get to 30 is 15 possessions. 15 possessions that he didn't take a three. And if I get, or my team gets 15 possessions, we should have at least 15 threes before the game's over. And they'll lose just on that math alone. That's not even counting our free throws or the dunks that we take or whatever. I was in a game earlier today, and it was halftime, and my team had 6 threes. And people be talking about, why is the game close, or why is the computer keeping the game close? And this is like, some of it's a computer, but 90% of it is the community. How the hell did we get to halftime with 6 threes? And I got 2 of them. And I seen point guards today not scoring threes, doing everything but threes, trying to do layups. I should never see the PG in the paint doing a close shot. If you do, delete your build for sure. So again, the game is close now. You see, I only got 5. They made me miss those threes, so I'm like 1 of 3 right now from 3. I get the ball again. 2K lets me make it this time. So I was trying to shade a little bit, which I will continue to do because it's a better strategy. But we just got caught slipping there, and this guy just wants to try to crab him. And it's like, why did you even come out here, bro? Like, if he was my PG, I would close app. Like, I'm not trying to watch that for like 30 minutes. He's doing absolutely nothing. In his defense, maybe his team's not doing anything, but nah, it starts with the PG. I get another bucket. It's almost like I shouldn't have missed those other 2 when I shot him, but the game doesn't want us to score every time we can score. So it tries to get you to second guess yourself. Center cleaning up the miss. I have a couple more gameplays coming out soon. Basically, my theory is correct. It doesn't matter what the center does. The center doesn't even need to be able to have rebounding on this because this is a video game. On defense, don't fucking leave the 3-point line. It doesn't matter how many rebounds he gets. If you're still guarding your man, you're not leaking out. They're going to have to settle for a 2, or we're just going to be there all day until I finally do get a rebound if I'm on an undersized center. The other way to combat that on offense is don't miss, right? So, believe it or not, threes matter, especially in a video game. Rebounding, he can have fucking 20 rebounds. If he's not shooting threes and your center's shooting threes and our team is shooting threes and we're staying home on all the misses, it's hard to lose. Okay, that I wasn't mad at that take right there from that guy. So now I'm open. See what they do. I feel like 2K moved me when I caught it. Like I didn't even I went inside the arc at a certain point, but when I initially caught it, it did this weird double bounce. Slow it down. Slow it down. I fucking dare you. You'll see it. So we get back. So let's see what I do. Try to get to the rim, but I noticed the AI is watching me. Try to do a post fade. Says no. I guess another thing is, for post fades don't count as heat check, so that's interesting. But it's cool because I missed it and I got to keep my heat check, so I don't think I have a high post control on this build. It's a 6'9", smallest wingspan, so I have the maximum shooting. And pretty much I was trying to go for like I want to just be as tall as Magic Johnson, I guess. So I didn't get player to have pimp of the century. I kind of took that personal. I was like, okay, but it's kind of hard to get the player to have when you got the AI on you, right? Like when the AI is on you, you probably shouldn't have a game, like a good game. You probably even shouldn't think about becoming the player of the game. The AI is on you, and that's why a lot of people close app as soon as they see that. And I play on with crossplay, so it's like double. No reason why I should have an AI. But then where we need the AIs is in the proving grounds. I was waiting in the proving grounds today for like 30 minutes, couldn't get a game because the loadout that I was on and whatever the people were, people normally come in there with a 2 to 3 man squad. So if if they already have a center or a power forward and you're a center and a power forward, you're probably not going to get in there, right? You're probably not going to find a game. So they definitely need the AIs in there because there was 4 of us, but we needed one more and nobody else was walking in, or they weren't walking in solo. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll have to go back to the rec and play with people who can do slightly lates and all kinds of stuff. I seen a dude go 6 for 8 shooting on whatever kind of modes you can have that'll get you let whites go in. 6 to 8 on whites, and then I shoot high risk with my normal timing, and the green window should be open, but 2K is just like, no. Let's see this one. I've been running limitless on this 6'9". Silver limitless is kind of it works for sure, and I can't even really get a sniper on this character. And I think that's another thing. Every build should have been able to get 89 if you had lowest wingspan, just to get silver limitless or whatever. But obviously I'm having silver limitless here, but then it's like the catches. I don't have set shot specialist on legend now. So I'll miss a couple shots just because the 3-point rating without takeover is an 86, or I think it's an 87. And then the game says, okay, it's only an 87. It's not a 92. It's not a 93 or 94. So he probably shouldn't even be pulling like this. And then on top of that, he doesn't have set shot specialist on, so we gotta make set shot specialist better than Hall of Fame. So you'll miss one or two shots just for having the audacity to be a shooter without a set shot specialist on Legend. So we're only up by 7 right now. You see that I got 16 points on an AI, 67% from 3. No zen, no rhythm shooting, straight button, straight hand-eye coordination from years and years of choking the chicken, elite levels, button mashing. So what are we doing? Just 1 second. So yeah, just sparking, bro. Just sparking. I one of my biggest regrets or whatever is like, I wish I had like a team, um, because like obviously I don't know everything. I'm never really in the program, but I'm pretty sure, bro, my shit translate because I just do the basics really really well for this video game. I don't rhythm shoot. I don't even do the contact dunk thing or whatever because I'm like I'm not trying to break my controller twerking that shit to make that shit happen. If I miss a dunk, I miss a dunk, and I really only go up if I'm wide open anyway. I guess I only have one build that has like gold post fade, but I thought the post fades were kind of like, especially for the if you're over 6'10", the post fades were ugly. Like the only one that was like viable that could work sometimes was Anthony Davis, and I don't like the form on that one. And then for the 6'5" to 6'9", I don't know. I didn't really think. I think they kind of turned down post fades to me this year, or maybe I just didn't have a build with high enough post fades or the actual post fade rating. I always thought that post fade should be a part of the mid range, but maybe that would be too cheesy. I don't know, because it's like okay, I gotta. But I mean, I guess they are different skills, but it's like I don't know. So got my takeover. As you can see on my screen, I don't play with the green animations or whatever. I like to not know that it's going there. I like to watch it. Like, let me see um if it's gonna hit or not. And then the other thing is I like to turn off the takeover so I don't announce it to the people, what takeover I'm running. Um, some kind of like added layer of gamemanship. I think I was AFK for a second right there. Yeah, the center had a little sauce. I mean, I don't know what his stat line is by the end of the game in terms of threes made, but So, I'm headed to the corner. Somehow the center got switched on to me. I think that's because that little guy, number 9, doesn't want to guard whoever now. And then I get another 3. 22. 22 just honest buckets. Because Justin's back, doesn't want to play defense, I guess. So he's probably switching the coverage around. Sometimes we're getting wide open because of it. I tried to do a dribble pull up or a fade. Game put me into a layup animation, and I don't even know what my layup is on this build. But it's not high. It's not high on any of my builds. And I'm like, 2K, take that out of the game and just make me miss the pull up. Like that's like less embarrassing. I mean, they're both pretty embarrassing, but that was like, really. And then I got like a weird animation that I didn't like when I caught the ball. That's why I was like, fuck it, I'll just rim run. And then let's go. So they fouled me. I was obviously about to kick it back to the PG on the wing. Since me and the center have AIs, I don't mind inbounding the ball, but for the most part, it's like I hate the inbounding rules. Like I feel like the inbounding rules should rotate. Like if you're not the PG, like if you're the PG, you probably never have to do it, but everyone else has to turn the ball into their teammates, and depending on how you feel about your teammates at that point, it's like it makes it an extra chore. Like why do I have to give the ball to these niggas and not give it to me or whatever's going on? So we're in almost the final 2 minutes of the game. Sort of a legacy game. I'm gonna call it a legacy game. I'm gonna say that the year's almost over. I guess season 8 starts this weekend. And I guess I hope that Rise wins the rep boost situation, because I'm like at like 85% to vet 2. So that would really put me over the top. And then I'll probably that way I'll probably just be able to chill until the game's over, really, because it's like, I'll naturally hit level 40 again, but that 1 point ain't gonna do nothing, especially when I got 5, and then in September the game's over. So it's just July and August is about 60 days. So we'll be looking at whatever the new system is. Uncle Demi was talking today about I'm gonna start calling him Demi. Demi was talking about people want the builder restricted. I'm like, these people are crazy, bro. This is like, if you think about it, how it used to be like around 2K18, 2K19. If you were a sharpshooter, you could barely move off ball. Like you could barely move. And I think the only difference now between that and then is that maybe to compensate, the green window was bigger, for the sharpshooter, to make you feel like, that was like your one skill. And then with the other people who could dunk, they couldn't shoot. And then the other people that were playing defense, they could only shoot in the corner or whatever it was, and for the most part, you never ever, besides when they had the stretch bigs, you never really saw like a shooting center back then. It was all paint beast and whatever the hell. And so people talk about there was more diversity. I'm like, no, there wasn't. It was worse, bro. And this way is like, the way that they compensated is you could run hella fast, but they'll slow you down and let the defense catch up to you. Because in real life, there is no track. Like Noah Lyles, the track guy, he's not just going to get hired on the team just because he can run up and down the court. Sprinting doesn't matter, so they can't have it to where if you make a 99 speed, you just run down the court faster than everybody and you're wide open every play, right? So they have to balance it and make you slower, even if you are a 99 speed or whatever you are. So speed doesn't really matter. But it's more fun to play off ball in this 2K than it was previously because of the movement restrictions that they had when we had pie chart builds or whatever. So theoretically, this is fine. There's going to be people who, if you're a guard, who'll have strength and they can run by you or dunk on you, post you up, whatever. But if you can shoot a three, nothing matters, man. So you see that player of the game, 26 points, 75% from three, 85% to that two. And so, like I said, on Friday or whatever that should happen this weekend, I'm going to be looking forward to that. Becton out.